Welcome to another Adventures Through History. Today we are in Washington, D.C., along the beautiful Tidal Basin. And here's a special place that honors a very important leader in American history, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, Dr. King was an important leader during the Civil Rights Movement. At that point in history, there was a lot of tension between Black and white people. They were not treated equally or fairly. And Dr. King and his followers wanted to change that. At the very center of the memorial are two giant blocks of granite. These two blocks are called the Mountain of Despair, and they symbolize all the challenges and struggles that people faced during the Civil Rights Movement. Now, there's a space between the blocks as if another piece has been pushed out of the way to make the entrance. And that's exactly what the sculptor was wanting to portray. That missing piece has been moved forward and sculpted into Dr. King. The sculpture is known as the Stone of Hope, and it comes from one of his most famous speeches where he said, "Out of a mountain of despair, a stone of hope." It means that even in hard times, we can still believe things will get better. There were a lot of hard times in Dr. King's life, but he kept focusing on hope. And the sculpture did something really interesting. He made sure the space between the two Mountain of Despair rocks was too small for the Stone of Hope to fit back into. And it was done to show the world that there's always hope. And as a country, we are moving forward and we are not going back. The Dr. King statue actually stands 30 feet tall. He's shown with his arms crossed, looking ahead with confidence. The sculptor carved the statue out of a pinkish granite, and it's made to look strong and peaceful, just like Dr. King. Behind the statue is a long curved wall with 14 powerful quotes from Dr. King's speeches and writings. They talk about fairness, love, courage, and standing up for what's right. Two of those quotes are, "We shall overcome because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. And darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." Dr. King believed that we should treat everyone with respect, no matter their skin color, where they live, or what they believe. In one of his famous speeches, he said, "I have a dream that my four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." That quote is part of his famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963, right in Washington, D.C., on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, which isn't too far from here. It wasn't until 1996 Congress decided to build a memorial in his honor. And it was a long process, but it actually opened to the public in 2011. At the dedication ceremony, President Barack Obama, our first African American president, spoke about how Dr. King inspired him and so many others to believe in change. The memorial's address is 1964 Independence Avenue Southwest. That number, 1964, is important. It's the year the Civil Rights Act was signed, a law that helped end unfair treatment based on race. Dr. King didn't want people to fight with fists. He wanted them to speak up with their hearts and minds. He believed in peaceful protests, like marches and speeches, to help make things better. When you visit the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, you're actually walking through history. You're reminded that one person's voice, full of kindness and courage, can make a huge difference. And maybe one day, your voice can help change the world too. Thanks for joining us in Adventures Through History. If you learned something new or enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.